What Narendra Modi has done in last 9 years could not have been achieved in multiple decades. We should be thankful that we are existing in the same era.
Modi era.
We are breathing the same air that Narendra Modi is breathing at. So all these people who are super corrupt, whose politics is going out of the window, they are coming together and they have no vision. Their only vision, how to meet Modi, how to beat Modi. That's the only vision they have. Narendra Modi has made it super efficient with Jam Trinity, Jandan, Aadhaar and mobile phones, right? Okay. Like now the money reaches to your account. There's no middleman in between. I forgot the term for
Sengul.
that. Sengul. It was a national topic that day. A lot of people in North didn't even know what Sengul is. And every Hindi channel was explaining what is the significance of Sengul.
Google peaked on that
Google
day.
peaked on Sengul, right? Thousands and thousands of years back, when West did not know how to cook food, when West did not know how to wear clothes, we were discussing Bhagavad Gita. You'll be amazed to hear the name. The name of the airport is Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram International Airport. Can you imagine the life of Rahul Gandhi if he's landing there? The air hostess will tell, now we are landing at Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram Airport. I'm sure Rahul Gandhi will open the door and jump. I think Tamil Nadu now, I think it's a swing. Now when I see Annamalai's timeline, whichever place he's going, there's massive, he's creating like a cult and people want to see him, people want to hear him out. He is raising right topics. He comes in media and talks about what DMK is doing wrong, right? Now someone has a spine to talk against DMK. I think it's only like up from here for Tamil Nadu. But I never knew who was the BJP Tamil Nadu president before Annamalai. I am a political analyst. I follow through, right? Okay. So now everyone knows who Annamalai is, what he does, what he talks, right?
உலக தமிழ் சொந்தங்களுக்கு வணக்கம். நான் ராஜவேல் நாகராஜன். பேசு தமிழா பேசு வலையொலியுடைய வளர்ச்சிக்கு நீங்களும் உறுதுணையாக இருக்கணும்னு நினச்சிங்கன்னா இந்த வீடியோடைய டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷனில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ரேசர் பே லிங்கை கிளிக் பண்ணுங்கள். அந்த லிங்க்கில் போயிட்டு உங்களுக்கு விருப்பமான தொகையை பேசு தமிழா பேசுவனுடைய வளர்ச்சிக்கு உங்களுடைய பங்களிப்பாக நீங்கள் கொடுக்கலாம். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Yeah, and now many people are saying that after Narendra Modi ji has become the Prime Minister, he has become pseudo-secular, so Yogi ji should take over him during the next term, next tenure. What is your take on that?
First of all, I don't believe that Narendra Modi has become pseudo-secular. I think a lot of people are in too much hurry. They want governance is not Maggi noodles. They can't be done in 2 minutes, right? To my mind, in 2014, I never thought I will see Ram Mandir in my lifetime. I never thought. I thought it will be a debate topic. We'll do PhD studies. We'll see in debate, we'll see it on TV. That's all. I never thought 370 will happen in my lifetime. I never thought triple talaq will be solved in my lifetime. I never thought so many IITs and IIMs made will be in my lifetime. So a lot of cultural issues and a lot of development issues were tackled in this 9 years. Okay. So I think people in super hurry and a lot of people who don't understand governance is very easy. See, saying anything, writing anything, tweeting anything is very easy. That's not the... I wish governance is so easy, right? He has changed the face of India rapidly, right, in last 9 years. The say how India is being treated in US in last 7-8 days, right? It's amazing, right? So I think people are in a hurry. So Narendra Modi is an amazing administrator and he has created a battery of future leaders. Okay. Yogi Adityanath is one of them. Who will hold the fortress later? I think time will decide.
So Yogi should become the next Prime Minister. What's your take on that?
See, that's what I'm saying. It's too early. Narendra Modi ji is too young, right? His age is, I think, whatever, 71, 72. But the way he conducts himself, right? He comes from like a multiple days trip. Then he launches Vande Bharat. He goes to some site and he's like supercharged. Have you seen him like running on this plane, like aeroplane stairs? He jumps and runs like a sprinter, right? So he looks like super young, right? So I think he will retire when he wants to retire, right? So age-wise, there is no problem. So, but yeah, he has created a battery of young leaders, right? Okay. In politics, 50 is young because BJP has an internal limit of 75. So someone like Amit Shah, who is in under 60, someone like Yogi Adityanath, someone like Devendra Fadnavis, someone like Hemant Biswa, someone like Smriti Irani, someone like Annamalai, right? He's doing amazingly well. I met him last time I gifted my book to him. He gifted his book to me. Okay. We published to the same...
the Stepping Beyond Khaki.
Yes, Stepping Beyond Khaki, right. Okay. In fact, he was in UK. That's why he was not able to... He's in UK currently today. And that's why he's not able to attend my event today. So there is a battery of young leaders that he has given prominence to, right? And by the time... in the post-Modi era, if I call it, right? Whenever that comes. And I wish that should come as late as possible. We want Narendra Modi to stay the Prime Minister as long he can humanly can, right?
There's a rule in BJP that everyone should retire at 75.
After 75, maybe retire, yeah. Yedurappaji, but Yedurappaji also elongated his term till 78. We'll see. Till the time his mental faculties are active, which he looks very active, right? So whenever the post-Modi era comes, there are a battery of leaders,
Okay.
right? Which I just named you. Out of them, who is more relevant than, who is electorally popular, who is popular in the party, all of that will decide, right? But yeah, Yogi Adityanath for sure is one of the prominent choice. Why I'm saying so? He has spent 19 years in parliament. He must be the only chief minister who spent 19 in the parliament, then went to the chief minister. By the time he's completed his second term, he'll be 19 years in parliament and 10 years as a chief minister of a large state like UP. And then only he'll be only 54, 55. Right? And he's super popular. I went to one of the rallies in Kerala, in Karnataka. A lot of people have gathered there who don't even understand Hindi. They say, oh, we just want to came to see Baba. They call it Baba. Baba ko dekhna hai. We want to see Baba, right? So he's super popular. Means he's electorally relevant. Now with 10 years of experience, he's super experienced in governance also, right? So I think he has a amazing combination of everything together. He is also one of the prominent candidates for any future leadership.
So Baba has another nickname, Bulldozer Baba.
Bulldozer Baba.
So is it legally possible to demolish such houses? Is it legally correct?
See, he's a very sharp legal brain, right? So his officers tell me that whenever UP government is represented in any High Court or Supreme Court, the lawyers have a huge round of meeting with him because he's in Parliament for 19 years.
Okay.
He has seen multiple bills passed here and there. He has seen 19 budgetary processes, right? 19 years, right? So, what he does, as soon as his police traces any dreaded mafia or criminal, he says, you should cut the cord of that mafia. What is the cord of any mafia? Is the financial backup. He said, what is his finances? He said, oh, he has 5 houses and he runs this. He said, is the houses and business legal? Oh, they find out. So they're not legal. We have already sent in last 5 years many notices. Even previous government have sent notices.
Okay.
But previous governments have sent notices for the sake of sending notices. Because you have to send some notice, right? But they never acted. They've never acted. But Yogi Adityanath used that process for his advantage. He said, if there is a process, you have to send one notice, second notice. Chaspa means you have to stick the notice on the wall, and after that, you can demolish the building. So, fortunately, the process has already been done, but no one acted. He said, okay, the process is done, let's break the building. Because that's the rule. In none of the cases, I'm saying none of the cases, multiple demolitions happened. Almost property was to be 2,000 crore rupees recovered. Government property or somebody else's property is recovered from these land mafias, right?
Okay.
Not even one case UP government were indicted by the court. That's the data. Not even one case UP government were indicted by. Many people went to the court. Oh no, this is illegal demolition. Not even in one case UP government came under the charge of the court, and that's the proof of the pudding. Not in narrative. The proof of the pudding lies in the data.
Okay. So what's your view on 9 years of Modi government? What is the key achievement?
Yeah. I think what Modi government did, I think they changed the nature of politics in India. You know why I'm saying so? So Congress established a very easy politics. You know what is the easy politics? Appease the Muslims and divide the Hindu community into castes.
Okay.
And do some potpourri of some X plus Y plus Z and win the election.
And they were successful.
They were successful. Don't do much work, do massive corruption, and we have seen all the cases that the Congress leaders and Congress governments have faced, right? And somehow win the election. Narendra Modi, when he came, they have to do some caste politics because that has become so fundamental, but he has developed a new caste. You know what is that caste? It's called beneficiary caste.
Okay.
The people who is getting benefited. A woman who is now sleeping in a pakka house, like in a constructed house. She has access to a toilet. She has access to a stove. She has access to a ration. Outside when she goes, there's no Gundaraj, right? So when the life of someone has become super convenient compared to what it was 9 years back, even if I'm a Muslim, Yadav, Brahman, Kshatriya, I'm not voting because I'm from that caste. I'm voting because my life is transformed last 9 years.
Okay.
Right? Getting those wood in the morning, getting the cow dung in the morning, getting that water in the morning spoils the life. Cooking 3 times of food on cow dung or wood is equal to smoking 100 plus cigarettes every day. Can you imagine the lungs of that woman? And now she's nicely switching the gas stove, right? So one is this beneficiary part. Second, then image of India outside. You've seen how India responds. And Dr. Jaishankar, who comes from this state, how he responds to foreign media now. We are not like, oh no, no, actually, like in
He rips apart.
He's like on the front foot, and that power comes from Narendra Modi because he has a leader like Narendra Modi backing him. You can go in China, you can go in Europe. I will buy Russian oil if I want to. You will not dictate terms. Because you are also buying. You mean the Europe also buying. So you don't tell me terms. I will do whatever is beneficial for my country. I will not get bulldozed by you. They go to America and they're received by America the way Indians should be received, right? So second is image of India. And then the whole infrastructure of India. You travel anywhere in India now. Now the expressway, how Nitin Gadkari is making first 10 kilometers a day, 20 kilometers, 30. I think now the latest number is 45 kilometers a day. He's like on his own spree. Every minister, Piyush Goyal is getting amazing commerce done. Like every minister is given a role and he's executing to the T, right? Okay. So schemes for the poor, schemes for the middle class, infrastructure for the country, and image of the country outside, right? And the cultural issues like Ram Mandir, like Triple Talaq, like 370, and multiple such issues are also getting solved in the process. When now Prime Minister goes outside India, he doesn't give a Taj Mahal, he gives a Bhagavad Gita. That's a massive change, right? Okay.
He gave a Ganesha to
He
Joe
gives
Biden.
a Ganesha, right? And I think one of the previous visits, when Obama, like who finds that Muslims are not safe in India all of a sudden, though he attacked 6 Muslim countries, right? So Obama organized a huge dinner for Narendra Modi, and Narendra Modi said, I'm on fast, I'm on Navratri fast. And whole America press was writing what is Navratri, right? Can you imagine such a smart trick that he was fasting, which he fasts normally, right? And the whole American press was not writing about the fancy menu that Obama has offered, that what is the significance of Navratri fast, right? Okay. That's how Narendra Modi has put Indian culture. How International Yoga Day is celebrated. This time he celebrated International Yoga Day sitting in New York, right? So earlier, I remember when Shivraj Singh Chauhan and Vasundhara Raje tried to put yoga in school curriculum. People said, no, it's communal. How can it happen in school? Now 182 countries voted for him. Even in Islamic countries today, wearing the Islamic dress, they do asanas, right? So that's the power of Narendra Modi. He has asserted his country, right? So I think what Narendra Modi has done in last 9 years could not have been achieved in multiple decades. We should be thankful that we are existing in the same era.
Modi era.
We are breathing the same air that Narendra Modi is breathing. I think
Your criticism on Modi government.
If I have to find the shortcomings of Narendra Modi government, I'm not saying the shortcoming, but the pace could have been faster, is the pace of changing the curriculum. Okay. Right, which Congress government has put a type of curriculum. With new education policy, we are all very hopeful. It's a very robust ecosystem. Now the term like Indian knowledge system, IKS, is a part of the NEP, right? And it's like become like a bedrock of Indian knowledge system to be finally reaching Indian schools, Indian colleges. So, but the pace could have been faster. The second thing, I think, the temple control. Okay. Right, the temple is largely the large temples are controlled by the government. I think some movements are happening here and there, but I think the faster movement should happen. And third thing is uniform civil code,
which should have been implemented earlier.
Yeah, but already the committee is formed in Uttarakhand. I think Narendra Modi does. I think to my understanding, I have realized one pattern how Narendra Modi works, because a lot of these topics are not even known to normal people.
Yeah.
So first he kind of introduced the debate somehow. Then people start talking. Then one state is kind of like implements it, right? So that, because these are massive changes, they can bring a lot of social unrest also at times, right? So he just checks it. Let's say 370, if you remember, before 370, 2-3 years before 370 was abolished, a lot of debates, discussion started happening in the country, right, upon 370, so that people should know what 370 is. Yeah. But somewhere person who's sitting in Lucknow or Chennai maybe not even bothered about what's happening in Kashmir, right? So I think the things which are not achieved, but the debate has already started. Now we know about, a lot of people didn't even know that temples were controlled by the government. Not a lot of people don't even know that India has different civil codes for different religions, right? So the debate is already on. We want even a faster action on all these topics.
Now the opposition parties are coming together, it seems, and they are saying that it's a war between autocracy and democracy. So what's your take on that? Will they be able to defeat Modi?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest joke, autocracy and democracy. Why I say so? I saw a similar picture in 2018, just before the 2019 election. They get active just 1 year before, right? And when we saw this, in the oath of H.D. Kumaraswamy, right? They all came, put hands, right? And within 2-3 months, they were fighting like cats and dogs, right? The left said we will not go with TMC. Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi has a fight. Left and Congress fight in Kerala, right? And recently, just 1 year before they gathered in Bihar, right? And many people didn't even join. let's say BRS did not join, Akalis did not join.
BSP did not join.
BSP did not join. BJD did not join. Jagan did not join. Many others. So I think, and these are not small parties. They have governments in the states. So first of all, it's not a combined opposition. There's some opposition which are like broken, which are finding their political existence may go out of the window, right? Okay. And who is kind of cheering and talking to media? Lalu Prasad Yadav. Right? Next to me, Lalu Prasad Yadav, he is inducted in the case, Chara Gutala. Next to him was sitting Tejasvi Yadav, who is anyway integrated on the IRCTC case. Next to him was Rahul Gandhi, who was on bail in National Herald case, right? Then Sonia Gandhi was on some other case, right? So all these people who are super corrupt, whose politics is going out of the window, they are coming together and they have no vision. Their only vision, how to meet Modi, how to beat Modi. That's the only vision they have. They don't have a vision for what will be their foreign policy, how they will make the public delivery even more efficient. Narendra Modi has made it super efficient with Jam Trinity, Jandan, Aadhaar and mobile phones, right? Okay. Like now the money reaches to your account. There's no middleman in between. How they will make it further efficient. Now with this UPI thing, the money transaction is best in the world. Now many people are using this UPI and the Rupee number, right? How will they make it more efficient? They have no vision. Their only vision is how to meet Modi, this caste, this state, that state, we will combine. And within 3 months, Aam Aadmi Party and Congress are already fighting, right? Yeah. Already started fighting, right? Within 2-3 months, just on the name of the face, who will be the head of this coalition, right? And people wants a face, right? People want a face who will be the... So here, they know Narendra Modi. They know the positives and negatives, if any, of Narendra Modi. And so who? Is it Mamata Banerjee? Or is it Nitish Kumar? Or is it Stalin? Who is the face? Right? And the fight of the face itself will pull the whole opposition down. Because that for them is a lollipop. The lollipop of who will be the face, and their life is only the face. Nitish Kumar is saying, Nitish Kumar has changed his whole politics just to become the face, right? Okay. So that becoming the face itself will pull down this.
If they project a particular person as the next prime minister candidate, the others would pull back their support.
A lot of people say Rahul Gandhi cannot be, some say Nitish Kumar cannot be. And see, BJP got almost 37% of vote last time in 2019. After that it was Congress 19%. 37, okay. 19. And the third was, who? TMC. 4%. 4.5%.
DMK.
So 37, 19, 4.5, 3.5, 2, like these parties want to become prime ministers, right? Then a 4 will not become 40, right? Okay. And they don't like, many of them don't like Rahul Gandhi. And that meeting was not even serious. Lalu Prasad was saying, Rahul Gandhi has grown a beard. Why is not getting married? Is this the meeting for a combined opposition? We are talking about strategy for 2024 election. It was looking like a joke to me, right? At least frankly speaking.
Okay, if we see the 2022 Uttar Pradesh elections, Yogi ji managed to get more vote percentage, but the seat share drastically reduced. What's the reason behind it?
It's not drastically reduced. It was around 300 plus. It got reduced by 27 seats. But again, in the history of Uttar Pradesh, very few governments even crossed to 10. I think we have to see what is the tradition of a state, right? Akhilesh, when he became the chief minister, his seat was 207. In UP, you need 203 seats. Okay. It's a 403 member assembly. You need almost 203 seats. When Akhilesh became the chief minister, 203. When Mayawati became 210, right? So anything over than 250 itself, right? So we are comparing BJP to BJP, okay. Right? See, in first past the poll system, you do waste votes, right? The polling system you have, you increase the vote percentage. So let's say if I am winning seat A by 1 lakh margin, that all 1 lakh vote get wasted, right? Yeah. Even if I win by 1 vote or 1 lakh vote. After 1 vote, every vote is waste vote, right? Waste vote means for the count, right? Because in proportional systems or a system like US, it's every vote counts, right? In India, once you pass the poll, as you say, right? Then every vote. So if you get more votes in one area and less vote in one area, your voting percentage increase, but the seat margin reduces, right? So I think that's
because there was a consolidation of non-BJP votes, right?
No, non-BJP also, and because BSP also went down, so large part of BSP vote.
What's the reason behind BSP going down?
So large part of BSP votes came to BJP, but some went to SP also. See, BSP, no one really knows. I think Behan Mayawati is tired, or maybe because there's no successor. There's no one in the family who want to take care, and she may want to appoint someone from outside, and she just looks tired, right? Because she's not even campaigning. She just tweets. She just comes and give one press conference here and there. So she's not the Mayawati that we saw a decade back, who was fairy, who used to take on the ruling party of the opposition. She's a very different Mayawati. She looks tired. Maybe she's trying to rest for the rest of her political career.
So back to your book.
Yeah.
So what made you write this book, especially for the kids, like the comic ones? It's so new. Like I have not seen these kind of political comics. So
And
what
ve-
made you write this?
And very interestingly, today when I was launching the book with almost 1,000 children in the morning in Chennai, that time just before stepping on the stage, I checked on Amazon. In the new release in kids category, children's category, my book was ranking number 1.
Okay.
And it's the toughest category. Why is it the toughest category? Because you are up against big brands like Archie Comic, Harry Potter, Sudha Murthyji's book, Wimpy Kid. Like these are like international big brands, right? Which sell in millions of copies. Against all of this, my book was number 1, right? And why I wanted to write this? Because my first 2 books, which you have shown, they're fortunately by the grace of Ma Saraswati, they're very popular books, right? I got hundreds of comments, Kiran, that why don't you bring the life of Yogi Adityanath, his childhood life, for the children to get inspiration from. So this book, there is nothing political about this book. This book is how this boy Ajay Singh Best, who was born in a family of 7 siblings and 2 parents, meaning 9 people in 1.5 room house. His father was a junior forest officer, right? How he went school to school, different colleges, what made him took sannyas, what was his life like, what was the great determination he has shown that he has became what he became. So it's like an inspirational book for the kids, a leader who is known to everyone. He's a brand name for India, like Narendra Modi. We should learn from his life and his childhood life, his college life. So this is a book specially dedicated to children to learn from Yogi Adityanath's life, from Ajay. His name, pre-sannyas name was Ajay Singh Best. So it's a journey of transformation of Ajay Singh Best to Yogi Adityanath.
So my audience won't spare me if I don't ask this question. So BJP State President Annamalai ji, what's your opinion on him?
I think that's one of the best decisions among the multiple amazing decisions that Narendra Modi and the top leadership has taken. And this is a brave decision. Why I'm saying so? See, within the political party also there are a lot of tensions, right? Like no old established leader will want a 39, 40-year-old IPS officer to become the state president, right? I'm sure there must have been some problem within the state BJP unit also.
Definitely.
Similarly, when Narendra Modi was projected the prime minister candidate, a lot of senior leaders did not like. But BJP have the space to push these young leaders, right? That's the ability of the top leadership, right? He was an IPS officer in Karnataka, to my understanding, right? And he has a UP connection. Do you know his UP connection?
Yeah, he did his MBA in UP.
I am Lucknow.
I am
He went
Lucknow.
to I am Lucknow. He speaks very good Hindi also, apart from very good English. And I share one more thing. He has written a book, I think, Stepping Beyond Khaki.
Yeah.
Right? The real Singham, so to say, right?
Yeah.
And we share the same publisher. He also published through Bloomsbury. So last time when I came, I met him. We spent almost like 15-20 minutes. He shared his book. I shared my book. I got a Ram Nami, like a shawl for him. So you can see those pictures on social media. And I think that's the best thing that could have happened to Tamil Nadu BJP and Tamil Nadu in general. And within very short time, he has created a huge popularity for himself. National sensation. Now, and he being here, and Narendra Modi is so focused on South generally, right?
Yeah.
And so culturally aware about South, right? I'm sure you must have noticed the Kashi Tamil Sangam that's happening.
Yeah.
Multiple events are happening. I'm sure you've seen that. I forgot the term for
Sengul.
that. Sengul. It was a national topic that day. A lot of people in North didn't even know what Sengul is. And every Hindi channel was explaining what is the significance of Sengul.
Google peaked on that
Google
day.
peaked on Sengul, right? And we should know these traditions, right? What's happening in South, what happening in North. See, for a North Indian kid, Chola Empire, they don't even know the name.
Yeah.
Which is so sad. They don't even know about Vijayanagar Empire, which is so massive. Hampi, they just go as a tourist site, right? So a lot of these empires were thriving. They developed things. They have almost a written constitution. They had ways of urban planning, waste management, water, sewage, everything was there. India was a super developed country. I always say, see, thousands and thousands of years back, when West did not know how to cook food, when West did not know how to wear clothes, we were discussing Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
That's such a philosophical test that you have to do a course. We were writing amazing texts from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Uttar Pradesh to Tamil Nadu.
So you're saying
our scholars were writing a lot of heavy text.
The invasion spoiled everything, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of invaders came, and even after this invasion, we are 80% Hindus.
Okay.
Still, even if I buy expensive vehicle, I'll go to the temple first.
Okay.
right? So I think still our culture, but we stopped working on it maybe for a couple of years, thousands of years, right? And now under this 9 years, these 9 years are not normal, Kiran. These 9 years, we all have resurrected our spirits, right? If you remember, Ahilyabai Holkar. Ahilyabai Holkar during her time reconstructed a lot of temples which are broken by Aurangzeb and Mughals. After that time, we never heard a reconstruction of temples. Now Narendra Modi government and various state governments run under BJP are doing this government. Be it Kashi Vishwanath, be it Mathura temple, be it what's happening in Ayodhya. I was in Ayodhya a month back. You know, they're making a international airport there. And you know what is the name of international airport? You'll be amazed to hear the name. The name of the airport is Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram International Airport. Can you imagine the life of Rahul Gandhi if he's landing there? The air hostess will tell, now we are landing at Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram Airport. I'm sure Rahul Gandhi will open the door and jump if he hears this, right? Because for them, Ram is imaginary, right?
Not only Rahul Gandhi,
Many of the
leftist liberals,
many of his ilk, right, will jump out of the airplane when they hear that this is the name of the airport, right? So, yeah, there's a massive change we have seen.
So, you said that Modi ji is concentrating on South, but significantly, BJP did not receive much of South India people's vote. What do you think would be the reason behind it?
I'll disagree. While say, I think in first pass the poll system, we only focus on victories. That's the problem, right? We don't say vote share. In Kerala, BJP is getting double-digit vote share.
I know
in
they
Telangana,
got 11-12%.
BJP is getting double-digit vote share. In Karnataka also, when they lost, they retained their vote share. Only JDS transferred his vote share to Congress because JDS was not doing good campaign, right? So BJP is still holding to 37-38% vote in Karnataka. And when Narendra Modi's election will come, see, people have become very smart. People say, whom are voting for? Right? I'm voting for a state chief minister or I'm voting for a national prime minister. This button will make Narendra Modi a prime minister or who is the chief minister. And if Narendra Modi is not become the prime minister, who is the alternative, right? People become very smart. And during the exit poll in Karnataka, a lot of pollsters asked, what if this poll would have been Lok Sabha poll? The difference was 10 to 12% in every exit poll. 10 to 12%, which is a massive difference.
Not
right?
only in Karnataka, everywhere.
When you say assembly election, they want to elect whichever leader they like, right? Maybe Arvind Kejriwal, maybe somewhere. But when it comes to Narendra, like Delhi is the best example.
Yeah.
BJP loses massively in state election, but they win all the 7 Lok Sabha seats every time from last. And Arvind Kejriwal is winning massively their state stem. So people are smart. This button is going for a chief minister election or this button is going for a prime minister election, right? So I think that'll be my answer.
South India.
So South India, I think they're getting votes. They're getting votes massively. And see, gaining votes is like a steady process, right? BJP still is a very new party. It's only 1980, right? And South focus is even more new. Apart from Karnataka, they were eventually nowhere, right? And Karnataka is also very recent. They have never formed like a full-fledged, full majority government in Karnataka, right?
How far
only one government they made.
How far are you confident about Tamil Nadu?
I think Tamil Nadu now, I think it's a swing. Now when I see Annamalai's timeline, whichever place he's going, there's massive. He's creating like a cult figure. And people want to see him, people want to hear him out. He is raising right topics. He comes in media and talks about what DMK is doing wrong, right? Now someone has a spine to talk against DMK. I think it's only like up from here for Tamil Nadu BJP.
Do you think he will emerge as a national figure in upcoming times?
I think he already has. He already has become like something like Kashi. I think maybe my knowledge is bad, but I never knew who was the BJP Tamil Nadu president before Annamalai. I am a political analyst. I follow through, right? So now everyone knows who Annamalai is, what he does, what he talks, right? He gives a lot of English interviews, so they are accessible in north of India also. So, but again, I think before becoming a national figure, he has to give a lot of service. He's young, he understands law very well, he's an IPS officer, so he's seen his state as massive as Karnataka. So I think he's a very promising political candidate for Tamil Nadu politics and future for national politics.
So Bharat is now witnessing the cultural renaissance. So Ayodhya to janki hai, Kashi Mathura baki hai, if I'm not wrong. So how far is the Mathura reviving project going on?
I think let's look at it at a larger picture. Narendra Modi in last 9 years, Prime Minister Narendra Modi in last 9 years and Yogi Adityanath in last 6 years and many other leaders have changed the cultural phase. And we already talked that earlier when Prime Minister used to give Taj Mahal, now it's Bhagavad Gita and Ganesh, right? Which is a symbol of India. In UP, the tourism of UP, whenever in foreign dignitaries come, used to start from Taj Mahal and end in Taj Mahal.
Okay.
Now it starts from Kashi. Now it starts from some Buddha circuit. Now it starts from Ayodhya. You know, Ayodhya was before the verdict came, Ayodhya was a disputed town. Right? Oh my God, today the High Court hearing is there. There'll be 10,000 policemen. Some communal rights may happen in Ayodhya. You know why Ayodhya is known for? For Guinness Book of World Records. First year in government, 2017, Yogi Adityanath government lit 1 lakh diyas.
Okay.
3 lakh diyas next year.
Deepotsav.
5 lakh Deepotsav. 5 lakh diyas. 7 lakh. 9 lakh. They are breaking their own Guinness Book of World Records. Right? And who comes in these ceremonies? Ramayana performances from Indonesia, from Malaysia, from Sri Lanka. In one of the thing, the first lady of South Korea was the guest. South Korea has a very interesting relationship with Ayodhya.
Okay.
They think that half of their, almost 70-80% of their population is a descendant of a queen who came from Ayodhya many years back. So they consider like Ayodhya is like their own town, right?
Okay.
So their first lady came, right? A lot of senior people come there. So all of a sudden, from what is called a disputed town in Akhilesh Yadav, Mulayam Singh Yadav and Mayawati's time, now it's become a Guinness Book of World Record. Now like hotels, dharamshalas, everything it's a thriving business also. Right? So that's how the Ayodhya's, and now when the temple is getting built, and we are hearing that in January of 2024 it will be open, the first phase will be open for darshan. Yeah. You can't even imagine that place will be like Tirupati.
Okay.
Right? It will also, apart from Ramji's blessings, we will also get Lakshmiji's blessings. Because religious tourism is also economy. Okay. So this is how Ayodhya is revived. Mathura and Kashi because being a Prime Minister's constituency, how the ghats were cleaned, how cruises are run, how the different activities are happening, in how the aarti is being performed, how like a Rudraksh center, how BHU, various other elements, right? Kashi is a very different city because of Prime Minister's focus and like a typical double engine, right? Okay. Like Prime Minister's vision and super executions of Yogi Adityanath, right? And Mathura is also getting developed. Not only Mathura, Namishra, Ranya, Buddha, Circuit, lot of things which you may be down south not even aware now, right? Yeah. Because it's not marketed that well, right? Because they are like work in progress, right? So UP has seen an amazing cultural renaissance. One more thing I want to point out, 2019 when the Kumbh happened, right? Oh my God, what a spectacle it was,
Kumbh
right?
Mela.
Yeah, and during that time, the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas also happened in Banaras, and all the Pravasis, all the NRIs, they traveled to Kumbh.
Okay.
All of them. Almost like 100 ambassadors traveled to Kumbh. So, someone like Narendra Modi, someone like Yogi Adityanath also want the whole world to watch their legacy. They don't take them only to some conference hall in Delhi. Some meetings, Narendra Modi take them to some temple in Tamil Nadu. Some he make them to do Aarti in Banaras. Some he take to Sabarmati Ghat in Gujarat. Mahabalipuram, right? So he's taking the guest everywhere. Earlier, remember, all the meetings used to happen in Hyderabad House. There is a big building in Delhi. Every foreign leader will go there and they will talk in some table. Now Narendra Modi take them to like various parts of the various cultural part of India. Okay. So I think cultural renaissance on that front, India has done amazing last night.
Did actually communal tension actually go down during Yogi Ji's regime? What do you think?
See, communal tension can only be measured through communal rights. Okay. Right? UP was known for its communal rights. Right? Since 2017, there is not a single communal right. There is not a single recorded large communal right that has happened in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Okay. Why? Because the law and order treats everyone similarly, right? The communal tension happens when the two communities are allowed this miscommunication, right? And police favors this group or this group. Then one group says, oh, if the police is not taking my favor, let me do it myself, right? Okay. So now police is very fair. They will take the criminals to jail, be it Atiq Ahmed or Vikas Dubey. Okay. Right? Be it Asad or Aditya Rana. The law is same for both. That's why the communal tension is not happening. Earlier, festivals were the time of scare in UP. Oh my God, Diwali is coming, some tension can come. Oh my God, Durga Puja is coming. Oh my God, Ramzan is coming. Now festivals are celebrated the way festivals should be celebrated, right? Yeah.
But the media says otherwise.
See, media says otherwise. These are those media who never travel to not even Delhi. They're sitting somewhere and they hear some small like stinger here and there and they try to cook up a story, right? Okay. So many businesses are going to Kiran UP. Why? Because now they find their money safe there. Because there's super law and order. There are multiple flights, there are expressways, right? That's why if the place is not safe, no business will come.
So UP is attracting lot of
Lot of investment because the place is safe, is culturally strong, is economically strong, and it has a brilliant leadership. That's why the business is coming, and that's like a proof of that there is strong law and order. Okay. Can you imagine any businessman go in a place where law and order is not because his money is soft, not safe, his employee is not safe. Yeah. So even if data says whatever, number of industrialists from throughout India and outside are going to UP because UP is safe now under the leadership of Yogi.
So in Tamil Nadu, the media is saying that the Yogi ji is changing the city's name. Like he's changing the names of many cities like Allahabad to Prayagraj, Aligarh to Harigarh, etc.
Aligarh is not changed yet.
Not changed
it should
yet.
be changed. Should be changed soon.
So
I'll tell you, Faizabad to Ayodhya.
Faizabad to Ayodhya.
See, first
what's
of
the
all,
necessity of?
Yeah, first of all, these names are not changed. These names were returned to their original names. Do you think it's a change?
No.
Let's say, what's your name? What's your full name? Kiran. Let's say under the influence of money or under the influence of a gun, I'll ask you, keep your name Thomas or Abdul. Okay, you have to keep because there is a gun, right? You have to keep your name as Abdul or maybe Thomas, right? But after 2-3 years, a good king comes. He says, no scare. You want to keep your name, whatever you want. You will go back to your original name, right? Okay. So Prayagraj was always Prayagraj. Ayodhya was always Ayodhya. Ayodhya, where Ramji was born. How the name of the place can be Faizabad? Ramji was not born in Faizabad, right? Prayag Kumbh is happening from like, I don't know when. Prayag Kumbh is age immemorial, right? Of the Samudra Manthan happened since the time Kumbh is happening. The Kumbh never happened in Allahabad. Kumbh was happening from thousands and thousands of years in India. Prayagraj. There's a train called Prayagraj Express from many years, right? So the place name in local lingo is Prayag anyways.
Okay.
Because Yogi ji restored the same name. And name change is not new exercise. Mayavati changed a lot of names.
Like
Jawal. Mayavati changed Ambedkar Nagar, this Nagar, that Nagar. She changed a lot of names. Okay. Sant Kabir Nagar she put, right? Nehru changed a lot of names. So the King's Road and Queen Road has become Janpat and Rajpat.
Okay.
Only thing he never changed the Muslim names. Aurangzeb, who was like a known
tyrant,
almost tyrant, his road, Narendra Modi has to come to change the name of that road, right? Okay. In United States of America, names are getting changed to relevant names of the history, right? Name of Madras got changed to Chennai. Okay. Name of Narendra Modi did not change his name. Name of Bombay became Mumbai. Narendra Modi did not change the name, right? So changing name to more relevant names, changing name to more culturally relevant names, culturally contextual names, and local language names is a very good thing. It should have been happened long before. Okay. Why we have waited for Narendra Modi and Yogi Nath to change those names?
So thank you so much for coming, sir, and thanks for your book. Really impressive, and lots of informations are available here, and hope it debunks so many false propaganda, and we wish you all the best for your future and for your next projects. So thank you.
Thank you for your insightful questions. And today, along with this book, we also launched the Tamil cover, and very soon we'll bring the Tamil version. The orange book, the first book, The Monk Who Became Chief Minister, is already translated in Tamil. It's available. SG Surya is translated in Tamil. That's already available. So I normally make sure that all my books are available in a lot of vernacular languages also. Okay. And I keep bringing all my books in Tamil. My BJP book, BJP Past, Present and Future, is already translated in Tamil. Alliance Company has published it. And very soon I'll come back again in Chennai and launch the Tamil version of my book.
So, thank you so much. Keep coming.
Thank you, Karan. Lovely talking to you.
உலக தமிழ் சொந்தங்களுக்கு வணக்கம். நான் ராஜவேல் நாகராஜன். பேசு தமிழா பேசு வலையொலியுடைய வளர்ச்சிக்கு நீங்களும் உறுதுணையாக இருக்கணும்னு நினச்சிங்கன்னா இந்த வீடியோடைய டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷனில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ரேசர் பே லிங்கை கிளிக் பண்ணுங்கள். அந்த லிங்க்கில் போயிட்டு உங்களுக்கு விருப்பமான தொகையை பேசு தமிழா பேசுவனுடைய வளர்ச்சிக்கு உங்களுடைய பங்களிப்பாக நீங்கள் கொடுக்கலாம். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.